Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and an absolute delight to have a puzzle from one of our moderators today, Riff Clown. So Riff Clown, along with Alex, they're both marvellous. They moderate on our Monday night streams at the Blue Prince house, and indeed anywhere else we go. And we've been playing Blue Prince every Monday for about half a year now, which is just incredible. It is a very fun game, but it can be quite frustrating. And I think we are still struggling with various sigils that we don't know much about. So cruelly, this puzzle is called Simon's Sigil by Riff Clown. And it's in fact going to act as a sort of introduction and a taster for a duality pack by Skunkworks. Riff Clown is kind of the master of Skunkworks and coordinates the packs that we do occasionally release for our Patreon reward. And we're hoping that there will be one, a Duality 3 pack for the beginning of February, maybe. Not sure if it'll be February yet. We'll let you know further as we go. But at the moment, of course, we have a Patreon reward of Off by One by Panthera, which is fantastic. A calendar of 13 months and very well worth trying. It's great fun. So do check that out on Patreon, along with all the Gridogram Connection and crossword videos. There are many. And join us on Patreon, or try our apps, which do feature line Sudoku, as well as classic Sudoku 2 and the Worms. They're all brilliant. Riff Clown is brilliant. Everything is brilliant in this lovely best of all possible worlds, said Pangloss. And we will have a look at Simon's Sigil now and the rules. So, normal Sudoku rules apply. 1 to 9 goes in every row, every column, and every 3 by 3 box. Now, there are rules about thermo and modular lines. And the rules about thermo is that digits on grey thermos must increase from the bulb to the tip. The rule about modular lines is any set of 3 sequential cells along a line must contain 1 digit from 147, 1 digit from 258, and 1 from 369. And as it says in the rules, vertical columns on a keypad are a good reference. So the point about this puzzle, and the point about all duality puzzles, is that all lines in this puzzle conform to both rule sets. In the case where thermos share a bulb, and that's the central cell, I think, the entire line is considered for the modular logic. So it's not 2 separate lines, it's all one line. Okay, well, I mean, that's fabulous. What a great idea for a puzzle. Love theming it on the Blue Prince. There's a bit of blue in it, but give it a try on that first link under the video. I'm going to start now. Let's get cracking. Now, I have no idea how to go about this. The thermos are not very long. And I may be in the position of unusually suggesting that I'm not going to pencil mark them, because there would be 5 digits in each cell, even of the 5-cell thermo. Modular is not great. If you had thermos that also conformed with entropic lines, you could start filling them in quite handily, or you could certainly get some information. In fact, oh yeah, you could have a 5-cell thermo. I don't know, maybe that wouldn't be any better. Right. What we can do is colour every 3 cells along a modular line, because if you imagine this cell is modular set A, and these two are B and C in some order, B and C will need an A again there. So these two are the same modular colour. So let's go yellow, red, blue. Oh, it's a 6-cell line. I'm sorry. I think it's because they say the number 5, or S for Simon, or Sigil, that I thought they were 5-cell lines. I am a numpty, aren't I? Oh, now I'm actually tempted to just pencil mark them. That's the difference between 3 characters a cell and 4. Mark wants to pencil mark. Now I think this might be worth doing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7. There, it didn't take long. Now, I can also modularize some colour here. I mean, what do I mean by that? I just mean use some colours to mark the same modularities. So if that was a 3, this would have to be a 6. Ah. Oh, I was going to say these are always going to be consecutive. Oh no, look, we've got a given 4. That takes 4 out of these cells. Now, things are getting slightly interesting. This is now 5, 6, or 7. This is 6, 7, or 8. And that is 7, 8, or 9. Now, that says this can't be 5. Oh, this is big. Oh, no, that's not big. That goes back down to the bulb and takes 1 digit out of that. That doesn't quite sort out. I thought I was going to get a 6, 7, 8, 9 quad in the middle row. Now, maybe it wouldn't even help if I did, but I didn't get that. Have I got anything from this pencil marking exercise? These two are the same modularity. Those two, grey, they can't be the same as blue because that would be 4 in the box, and there's only 3 of each type of digit in any row, column, or box. This is 1 of each. We were told that the entire line is considered for the modular logic, so that's 1 of each. So there's a blue and a grey and a something else on that. And these two are both in the something else colour that is not blue or grey. Now it is either red or yellow, it is either orange or green, because there are only 3 eventual colours in the whole puzzle. But which one it is, I cannot say. Not yet. Oh, no, I was going to say where's 9 in the box and reveal it wasn't on this line. It's not that helpful, because it could be anywhere in these cells, 9. Oh, hang on. This can't be 7, can it? Because that is unable to be 1 or 4. Oh, this is getting stranger now. This can't be 1 or 4. So if that's 9, this is 3 or 6. If this was 3, that would definitely be a 1-2 pair. And if it was 6, this would definitely be a 7-8 pair. Oh, in either of those cases, this digit, either that digit would be 7 or that digit would be 1, and we would know that green was from the 1, 4, 7 set. However, we don't know that because this could be 5. And to avoid green being from 1, 4, 7, green could be 6. So I'm now going to say that green can't be 5, because this from the same set would be 2, and that would be 3, and this wouldn't have a fill because it can't be 4. So green is not 5. Right. Well, now we can take 6 out of this cell. Now we know that orange is not from the 3, 6, 9 set, and take 3 out of this cell, and I've just noticed 4 out of this cell. And now orange cannot be the 1, 4, 7 set because this digit is unable to be any of those. And therefore this is the 2, 5, 8. This is an 8. This is a 9. Grey is from 3, 6, 9 now. That doesn't allow me to know what this cell is, but it does, well, I suppose it's obvious that green is the 1, 4, 7 set now because it's not grey or orange. So that's a 7. This is 1 or 4. This 9 and 8 are both looking at this cell. And now blue can't be 6 because grey would be blue and there'd be 4 of them in the box. So blue is a 7, and I can now recolor blue as green because I know that green is 1, 4, 7. That, oh, what's gone on there? Green. That digit must be a 4. Now I can fill in 5 and 6, and now I know that 5 is part of orange, which is 2, 5, 8, and that digit is a 2. And this is a 3, and red, well, let's make grey into red because they're the same, and red's a nicer colour than grey. That's official. Now, these pink digits have to be orange because that's the 3rd colour now. And therefore, we're selecting from 2, 5, 8 in the box. One of these is a 1. Well, the only place you can put a 1 on a thermo is on its bulb. So that's the 1. One of them is 3 or 6. And the other one is 2, 5 or 8. Oh, I've got a 5 looking down. In fact, there we go. That's a 2, 8 pair. So these are a 3 or a 6 and a 5. Okay. Oh, look, 2 as a digit as a given digit is looking at that cell. So those are resolved. We're going to get a 2 somewhere out, 2 and 5, in fact, in these cells. Therefore, 3 and 4 on this side of the grid. This can't be 5 anymore. Maybe it couldn't be when I wrote it. The only place for 5 in the box is there. I'm going to colour 5. This digit, oh, we've got this rule applying to this line. So green, orange, red, and it can't be 6. It must be 9 on the thermo. Orange, green, red, clearly. Green, red, orange. But this orange can't be 2 or 8. So that's a 5. That's 3 on the thermo. This is 6. That doesn't sort out these two, but that's fine. We've again made good progress. 4, 2, 5, 8, 7. We need to put 3 in the box. Then we've got 1, 6, 9. This digit on the end of the thermo can't be 1. This is a 7. We've got 1, 8, 9 here. Again, we can't have 9, sorry, we can't have 1 on the end of the thermo, so that's 8 or 9. I'll tell you why it can't be 8, because this rule of every 3 cells applies along this line. If that was 8, this would be orange as well, but it couldn't be 2, 5 or 8. So that is a 9, which is red. That means this is red and must now be a 3. And this is 4, 5, 6 or 7. This is 5, 6, 7 or 8. That's not 9, obviously. Right. What about this line? Oh, look, 6 or 9 by Sudoku. That makes it red. That makes this one red, 3 or 6. Can't quite rule out 6 for that cell yet. Unlikely as it is possible. Now, 5 is orange, 4 is green. I might as well colour those. 2 is orange. 7 is green. 2, 5 is a pair that we know are orange. Always worth doing the colouring at this stage. And 3 is red. Now, is it these other 4 cell lines to look at next? I imagine it is. These 2 cells can't be red because we've had all 3 reds in this column. So they are green and orange, and that is red, and is either 6 or 9. Well, it can't be 9 in that position on the thermo. So that's 6. By Sudoku, this is 8 or 9. This has to be less than 6, and it's not 5, 3 or 2. It's not allowed to be 1 there, so it's 4. I can colour that green. This digit is not green, so it's not 1. It's not 3. It must be 2, and that is orange. And that makes this digit orange, which is 8. Now, here, it's not so easy. I don't have a triple looking at this. But I do know that I can't put 9 into these cells, so we're selecting from 1, 2, 6. This digit is, it sees 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8 in the column, 9 in the row. That is 3 or 7. If it was 7, this couldn't be the same modularity, so it would go 2, 6, 7, 8. If it was 3, this would have to go 3, 2, 1. So one of these is a 2, and now that digit is a 5. And by Sudoku, that's 1 or 7, which has a colour, green. These are from 1, 7, 8. The colour is less certain. Those 2 colours, well, that can't be 1 in that position on the thermo. These 2 colours are the same. They're either a 1, 7 pair or a 2, 8 pair. I feel like I should know something Anyway, I don't. So I'm just going to take 5 out of that cell since we got this 5. That's a 7 or 9. This is 1 or 9. Okay, it's going well. It's going well, but we need to keep going. Haven't looked at the thermos in boxes 3 and 7 yet, but maybe there's a cell on here that can't be orange. None of them can be 2. Yeah, this cell can't be orange. It can't be 2 or 5 by Sudoku, and it can't be 8 by thermo rules. So it's not orange and it's not 9. One of these is orange. If that's orange, it's a 5. And if that's orange, it's an 8. That's not the way to solve this, is it? Oh, that's quite interesting. One of these is orange, and if that's orange, it's a 5, and if that's orange, it's an 8. So in this column, in these columns, one of those two is an orange 5, and one of those two is an orange 8. That does at least rule 5 and 8 out of a bunch of cells, but it's difficult for me to pencil mark those. Oh, by Sudoku, 5 is in one of those two cells. Could that be 5, 8? Yeah, I think it could. Maybe let's have a look at this digit, which is not 5, 4, 3, 6, or 2. By Sudoku, it's not 1, or, sorry, by thermo rules, it's not 1 or 9. So that is 7 or 8. And now this digit has to be 9. Aha. Well, I say aha, as though it's proving something. Okay, it proves this isn't 9. Is that interesting? No. That is not interesting. This is 7 or 8. This is somewhere from 4 to 7. But it's not 5. So it can't actually be orange. Yes, this cell sees 2, 8, and 5. So this must be the orange on the line, and is therefore 8, which hasn't narrowed this down at all, but it's found the 8. 8 is now in one of those two cells. 8 is X-winged. It's going to use the 2 8s in columns 7 and 8, and now 8's in one of these positions. It feels quite likely to be there, but quite likely doesn't butter my parsnips. We need a 2 in this column. It's going to be down at the bottom somewhere. This is green, so it's 4 or 7, not 6. And next on our target list, what about this cell? 8, 9, 4, 5. Can't be 7 since we can't put 9 here. So 1, 2, 3, or 6. It can't actually be 6 because this cell would again have to be 8 or 9, and they've been ruled out. So this is 1, 2, or 3. Now that doesn't narrow down the colour spectrum at all, but it does narrow down what can go in the cell. For instance, if this was 3, this would be a 3-2 pair. That would be 1, that would be 4. Yeah, I don't know how that goes after that. Feels quite constrained, but it hasn't yielded anything. This digit is 1, 4, or 7 by Sudoku. It sees all the orange digits and all the reds. So that's definitely green, which is quite strange to be able to identify just a random white cell by colour without knowing anything else. Okay, this digit is easy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 in the row, 9 in the column. If we were to put 1 in there, the thermo would be utterly broken. So that's 7. Now we can't put 4 or 1 on the thermo. So this digit is at least 3. Let's say 3, 4, or 5 there, 4, 5, or 6 here. But we can't use 4 because we've already had the green digit on this thermo. So that's 3 or 5. This is 5 or 6. Also, 7, 7 gives us another 7 down here. And that's not 7. and this is 1, 4 or 8 at the top. We've got 1 and 9 to place in row 3. 9, 7, 3 down here. This can't be 7 and that can't be 7. So what is the green digit in these cells? It's going to have to be 4 here, I think. And this is orange, and orange makes that 8, and that's probably been available for some time. That 4 fixes a 3, 4 pair. That 3 needs to be replicated into one of those 2 cells. These are from 1, 5, 6. There's a 2 in one of these. I'd like to know where that is, and I don't. Oh, 3 there means 3's in one of these 2. That was probably very obvious to you. 4's in one of those 2. Not quite breaking through here. Oh, 7 there is looking at that cell. Right, that is 8. We can colour that. Then we can colour this and number it. And that forces 6 and 7 here. So let's colour them as well. Why not? Even though I suspect we've basically nearly finished the colouring we can do. 5, 7, 6, 8, 2, 4. That's a 1. That's a 9. That's a 3. Must be able to do these at the top. That's 7, 9, 1. There we go. Columns 4, 5, 6. Completely complete, if that makes any sense. Now, 8, 3, 2, 7, 4, 5, 7, 6, 9, 8. This digit is 1 or 2. 3 in this row can only go in the bulb, where I thought 1 was going to go. So that's red. Now we can't have 6 or 9. In fact, this last digit is now 5, 6 or 7, I would say. And this one before it is 5 or 6, actually. It can't be 4, so now that can't be 5. We can't use 6 on this line because we've had 3 and it's in the same modular set. So that's orange, that's green. They are 7 and 5. And now we must be able to finish. That's not 5. This is 1 or 6. This is 9. That places 2. That also places 2. Now I've got a 1, 4 pair in the box, and that digit is 6, and that's 8. And then there's a 5, 6 pair here and a 1. Now I'm going to look up some columns, maybe this one. Yeah, the 5 is looking at the orange pair in box 5. 8, 5, 3, 2. Oh, well, there's only one place for 7 in the column. That's there. This is 4, 6 or 9 at the top. I don't know which. Right, in this final column, 2 and 1 are just able to be written in. That now becomes 9. Come on, it must be all done. 2, 5, 6, no. 1, 8, 9, 4, 2, 7. So then we need 3, 5, 6. So we've got a triple up here. A 3, 5, 6 triple. 7, 2. 1, 4, 8 and 9. I'm still going to have to use the rule. Oh yes, no, sorry, 5 has been looking at that forever. And that's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spotlight. Losing its religion. Right, the colour tells me that's a 5. Then we get 6. Now we are going to finish for sure. 5 and 6 there. 3, 5, 6, 7, 2. This is 4, 8 or 9. Oh, 1 has been looking at that for a moment or two. 9, 1. The box is finished. Let's get rid of all the colour because we're definitely not going to need it again at this point. There we go. And we can finish 6, 4, 3, 1, 6, 1, 4. Look, that was an absolutely maximal thermo of 6, 7, 8, 9. So was this one, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we put in 1 and 8, and there is a a duality puzzle completed. Simon's sigil is solved. I wish the sigils were easy enough to knock out in 22 minutes in blueprints. find them a real struggle. But that was great fun. Do join us on a Monday evening for a Blueprint stream. It's always lovely to see you there in chat and to chat to people. Thanks again to Riffclown and to Alex for their wonderful efforts in moderating and stopping people providing spoilers, which people are desperate to do. We'll see you again soon on the channel. Bye for now.